Imagine a family torn apart by rivalry, betrayal, and war. Two brothers who once worked side by side, only to become bitter enemies, founding two of the biggest rival shoe companies in history, Adidas and Puma. This is the dramatic tale of Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, whose feud shaped the global sportswear industry as we know it today. What led to their fallout? How did their personal war create two of the world's biggest brands? Let's unravel the fascinating story of the Dassler brothers. The Dassler brothers were born in Herzogenaurach, Germany. Adolf, known as Adi, in 1900, and Rudolf, or Rudy, in 1898. Their father worked in a shoe factory, and it seemed inevitable that the brothers would follow in his footsteps. Despite their different personalities, Adi being quiet and focused on craftsmanship, while Rudy was outgoing and business savvy, they shared a common goal. In the 1920s, the brothers officially launched the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, starting out in their mother's laundry room. Adi focused on designing and perfecting sports shoes, while Rudy managed the business and sales. Their big break came in the 1928 Olympics, when German athletes wore their shoes. However, their true moment of triumph came in 1936 when American sprinter Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals at the Berlin Olympics while wearing Dassler shoes. This global recognition boosted their sales and reputation immensely. As World War II loomed, tensions between the brothers started to surface. The Nazi Party had a tight grip on Germany, and both Adi and Rudy became members. However, Adi was more focused on production, while Rudy aligned himself more with the party's ideology. During the war, their factory was converted to manufacture military equipment. Rudy, who had been drafted into the German army, became convinced that Adi had arranged for him to be sent to the front lines. Meanwhile, Adi stayed behind and tried to keep the business running. This betrayal, real or imagined, planted the seeds of deep resentment between them. After the war, Rudy was arrested by American forces and suspected of being a Nazi supporter. He believed Adi had provided information that led to his capture. Whether or not Adi was truly responsible remains unclear, but by the time Rudy was released, their relationship was irreparably damaged. By 1948, the tension between the brothers had reached a breaking point. They could no longer work together, and they decided to split the company. The town of Herzogenaurach was divided both physically and socially. Workers and residents were forced to choose sides. Adi formed Adidas, a blend of his name, Adolf Dassler, while Rudy initially named his company Ruda, later rebranding it as Puma. This split created one of the fiercest business rivalries in history. The companies set up headquarters on opposite sides of the Orach River, and a town that was once united became bitterly divided, with people swearing loyalty to either Adidas or Puma. Adi Dassler's expertise in shoemaking helped Adidas grow rapidly. He focused on functionality and innovation, working closely with athletes to refine his designs. His defining moment came in the 1954 FIFA World Cup, when the German football team, wearing Adidas boots with revolutionary screw-in studs, defeated the heavily favored Hungarian team. This victory cemented Adidas's reputation as a brand synonymous with winning. Over the years, Adidas expanded beyond footwear into sports apparel, securing sponsorships with Olympic athletes and football clubs. By the 1970s, Adidas had become a dominant global brand, recognized by its 3-stripe logo, which symbolized performance and excellence. While Adi focused on technical innovation, Rudy took a different approach with Puma. He was aggressive in marketing and sponsorship deals, ensuring that Puma's products reached elite athletes. Puma's breakthrough came in the 1960s when legendary sprinter Tommy Smith wore Puma shoes while making his iconic Black Power salute on the Olympic podium. This established Puma as a bold, culturally relevant brand. The company continued to attract top athletes, including football legends like Pelé and later Usain Bolt. Puma's distinct brand identity, focused on individuality and performance, allowed it to compete fiercely with Adidas despite being the smaller of the two brands. The rivalry between Adidas and Puma went beyond business. It was deeply personal and seeped into every aspect of daily life in Herzogenaurach. The town became a divided battlefield where even seemingly trivial activities, such as shopping or dining out, businesses displayed loyalty by only selling one brand's products, while schools and local sports teams were often split in their affiliations. Families and friendships suffered as members took sides, leading to social rifts that lasted for generations. Employees from one company were strictly discouraged from interacting with those from the other, and crossing the line was seen as an act of betrayal. This animosity turned Herzogenaurach into one of the most divided towns in the world, all because of a feud between two brothers. Even in death, the Dassler brothers refused reconciliation. They were buried on opposite ends of the town cemetery, as far apart as possible. Their personal animosity fueled a corporate war that lasted decades. The Adidas-Puma rivalry had a profound impact on global sports culture, shaping the way athletes, fans, and even everyday consumers engage with brands. Both companies pioneered athlete endorsements, sneaker culture, and modern sports marketing, setting the foundation for the billion-dollar industry we see today. Adidas secured high-profile deals with FIFA, the Olympics, and major football clubs, leveraging its reputation for performance-driven innovation. Meanwhile, Puma carved out its own space, particularly in football, motorsports, and urban fashion, by aligning with cultural icons and rebellious athletes. Their rivalry pushed the boundaries of sports technology, branding, and global sponsorships, influencing not only what athletes wear on the field, but also what people wear on the streets. Today, their competitive strategies continue to evolve, blending performance, lifestyle, and culture in unprecedented ways. Their fierce competition also drove innovation, leading to the development of lightweight running shoes, high-performance football cleats, and streetwear collaborations. Over time, both Adidas and Puma evolved beyond just sportswear, making a significant impact on lifestyle and fashion. Adidas embraced collaborations with influential cultural icons, such as Kanye West, whose Yeezy sneakers became a massive success, blending high fashion with streetwear. They also worked with designers like Stella McCartney and brands like Prada, reinforcing their presence in the luxury and sustainable fashion markets. Meanwhile, Puma carved out its own niche by partnering with pop culture icons like Rihanna, whose Fenty Puma collection redefined sporty fashion for women, and high-profile athletes like Neymar, ensuring their visibility in both sports and lifestyle markets. By adapting to changing consumer preferences and merging performance with style, both brands solidified their positions as more than just sports companies. They became cultural powerhouses. Despite their origins in rivalry, both companies adapted to changing market trends and remained global giants in the industry. The Dassler brothers' story is a compelling lesson in the dual-edged nature of competition. While their personal feud led to lifelong resentment and division, it also ignited a relentless drive for innovation that transformed the global sportswear industry. Their intense rivalry pushed both Adidas and Puma to constantly improve their designs, introduce groundbreaking technologies, and redefine the way sports marketing and athlete endorsements work. Without their competition, the evolution of modern athletic footwear and sports branding might have taken a very different course. The Dassler's story serves as both a cautionary tale of personal conflict and an inspiring example of how fierce competition can drive excellence and shape entire industries. For business leaders today, their story is a reminder that while competition can drive success, unchecked personal conflicts can lead to lasting divisions. Today, Adidas and Puma are two of the biggest sportswear brands in the world. Their competition has shaped the sports industry, influencing everything from athletic endorsements to sneaker culture. While the Dassler brothers never reconciled, their legacy continues to thrive through their brands. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that even the deepest personal conflicts can lead to extraordinary achievements. The story of the Dassler brothers is not just about shoes, it's about ambition, rivalry, and the power of competition. From a small town in Germany to global dominance, their legacy continues to shape the world of sports and fashion. So the next time you put on a pair of Adidas or Puma shoes, remember the extraordinary tale of the brothers who built them and the bitter rivalry that made them legendary.